All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, I just want to read this article real quick, fairly short article. Basically, man, when I saw this right here, it reminded me of the whole situation. All right, back during the time of 70 A.D. when Nero had sent Vespasian, all right, to go basically take care of the revolts, all right, that were happening over there in Jerusalem and Galilee and so on and so forth. Because hey, through the spirit, Trump might be Nero himself coming back. And it's not a surprise that the same people that were causing those riots and sedition and up revolting against the Romans, all right, the Israelites, the Jews that were doing that are the same ones now doing the same thing here, all right, in Minnesota, all right. And when the governors couldn't take care of it, Nero had to send in, Vespasian, which was a Roman general, with the armies. Just like Trump here is saying he's going to send that National Guard and the military, all right, if need be, all right. Now, one thing too about it, like you see in the title, it says Twitter at war. Trump warning to Minnesota thugs flagged for glorifying violence. All right, now Trump just signed an executive order targeting these social media platforms, and now on top of that, they flagged his comment after that. All right, so knowing Trump, he's easily provoked. All right, he could come out and say, well, you know what, take the whole joint down, because if y'all gonna flag everything I say and say da da da, then either enforce harsher policies or just take it down. You know, and there's no coincidence it's happening around this time, because how is a lot of disinformation coming out? It's through social media. You know, how is the information, the videos, and all these things of what happened, you know, police brutality and all these different instances. All right, even about police officers setting buildings on fire during these riots. All right, or agent provocateurs going amidst these riots and causing more chaos. That all that information is coming out through social media, not through your mainstream media. All right, so it's getting hard to control the narrative from their end. They want to say one thing, but in the media, people are listening more to social media and alternative media, which is saying another thing. So now we have to find a way to regulate that or shut that down. Now, we're not going to say that we're doing it because the information that's coming out. We need to create a different scenario that will justify us shutting down the social media platforms, or us, heavily regulating it, which that's all to fulfill biblical prophecy. All right, just like what's going on in Minnesota is to fulfill biblical prophecy. Let me get this real quick and then we'll read the article. All right, this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So there's going to come a time when, because how do you hear the words of the Lord? By his prophets. Okay, and there's going to come a time when the Lord is going to cleave our tongues to the roof of our mouth, metaphorically, meaning we're not going to have these platforms, Daily Motion, YouTube, all right, whatever other platforms to push this word out. And they're gonna prohibit us from going out there and teaching on the highways and byways. And we're not gonna screw that, we're gonna revolt and do it. No, because then you're going against the Most High, because everything that's done is ordained by the Most High. All right, he just uses different means and different people to get it done. So if he has Esau make it to where we can't go out, and then he shuts down the platforms where we teach this word to us, all right, being that we're spiritual, we understand, okay, that's the Lord bringing the famine of the word. That's prophecy. All right, so that means that's it. You flow with the prophecies, man. Don't try to fight back and, no, man. All right, because the Most High ultimately put it in place. Read that in Romans 13. So let's read the article. It says, I can't, Trump said this, tweeted this, I can't stand back and watch this happen to a great American city, Minneapolis. Now, when you look up the word Minneapolis, all right, if I remember correctly, polis, which means city, that's the Greek word for city, but Minneapolis is Um, damn, I forgot the word. Hold on, let me look it up. I know it comes from a Dakota word. They said, yeah, okay, Water City. They said, all right, uh, in a mashup of the Dakota word mini from water and the ancient Greek word polis for city, the city of lakes. All right, and then there was also another one saying, it was I don't even remember, but anyway, that's not really the focus. But it says a total lack of leadership. Either the very weak radical left mayor Jacob Frey get his act together and bring the city under control, or I will send in the National Guard and get the job done right. And what is that? You know what how are you gonna get the job done right? You know, what is the National Guard gonna do there? Are they also gonna bring tear gas and rubber bullets just like the regular police there were doing? It didn't look like that was going too well. And people are saying that they're not even seeing any police officers around. You know, I wonder why that is. All right. It says that Twitter has claimed Donald Trump violated its rules by vowing a tough response to rioting in Minnesota. The social media platform flagged the tweet saying it glorified violence. The US president tweeted that he would take action if order was not restored to Minneapolis. We will assume control, but when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Trump wrote, noting that the military could get involved. What does this sound like? You know, civil unrest, you send the military in there, and when the looting starts, the shooting starts? Sounds like martial law, okay? Because and it's funny how he mentioned, all right, a while back concerning the vaccines, he mentioned how he was going to have the military and other forces help distribute the COVID-19 vaccine, almost as though it would be commonplace for military and tanks and federal troops to be walking and roaming and patrolling the streets. Okay, but hey, if that does happen, which it will, according to prophecy, you will have what curfews. Okay, but the interesting part here is he said when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Well, the looting has already started. Okay, so who's going to start the shooting? Is it going to be the military? Is it what's it going to be? You know, because there was an article that came out saying that at I think last night when they did the protest or so, there were gunshots. All right, and like 7 people or so, several people got wounded. Okay, so once you know them shots are fired, man, it says these thugs in all caps are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him that the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you. So I mean, that, at least that's how you know. That's look, man. Esau ain't never cared about you. All right. They're not your friends. They put on an act. All right, because they want to look politically good. You know, but when you give them a reason to show their true colors, they will not hesitate. Okay. So hey, now just think about if it was the reverse. You know, if it was Edomites doing all these things, would they be referred to as thugs? With the slogan of when the looting starts, the shooting starts, would that be thrown in there? But anyways, an interesting turn of events. All right, and we'd have to wait and see how how high it's gonna go. So it says hours later, Twitter attached a notice to the post stating that the tweet violated the Twitter rules about glorifying violence. Why not just take the post down? You do that for other people. You just gonna attach it, you put a nice note on there. Oh, by the way, this violates our rules. Why don't you take it down? It says the company said it would allow the message to stay up. However, because it may be in the public's interest. Oh, okay. On Thursday, Trump signed an executive order aimed at social media platforms in an effort to crack down on alleged political bias and strip them of protection from litigation. The move came after Twitter fact-checked one of his tweets. See, so this is the nice the reasoning. So let's just say he comes out and says, "All right, I want to shut down all social media platforms." or regulate the internet, all right, or you know, that kind of thing. Well, the reason being is because of this situation here, not because of the fact that the truth is coming out. No, 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 no. It's because of what's happening here. It says one of his tweets about how vote by mail would lead to widespread fraud. Trump then claimed that the platform was trying to stifle free speech, with even some media outlets arguing that Twitter had overstepped its boundaries. The company denounced the executive order as a reaction and politicized approach to a landmark law protecting platforms from legal liability or for content. All right. And yeah, man. You look. You even have this year dozens arrested in New York as protests over George Floyd's death spread nationwide. And what you're seeing is one thing leading to another, leading to another. All right. And the world is getting sicker. Look at this. Of course, Esau. Go ahead. You know. But the world, yeah, you know, one thing is leading to another. First, it was a protest because of a man's death. Then it turned into looting and riots. Then it turned to civil unrest. Now it's a war against police because you know now it's like forget the whole protesting because of his death. Now we gotta fight back because of, all these different things. But like we said, it's according to prophecy. But hey, man, as the scriptures say, all right, gonna bring it out. Revelation 12 and 12, man. It says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, because this place is gonna be turned into a battle zone, man. The earth is gonna be hot. All right, it's gonna be hot, man. And once these look, man, once these look right now, you have different parts of the world who are watching what's going on in Minnesota and other parts. All right, and some people say, oh, I don't care. I'm not really gonna tune in because they still have some sense of security and safety. But when you're in the midst of Jacob's trouble, everybody gonna get a piece. Okay, everybody's gonna get a piece. That's why it says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea," because once these prophecies fully get popping, they're gonna keep on escalating and keep going and going and going. All right, like it says in Habakkuk. All right, let's get that real quick. Okay, what you need to understand is, it's gonna be like a domino effect. I always misspell this. It's two K's. Okay. Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." Meaning, every prophecy as it was prophesied to happen will happen just like that. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So let's look up the word tarry. All right, maha. It says to linger. All right, tarry, wait, delay. Okay, to delay. Now let's look up the word linger. Maybe we could get some synonyms. Stay in a place longer than necessary because of reluctance to leave. All right, spend a long time over something, to slow or to disappear or die. All right. So if you notice, that's how these prophecies they feel. Like you'll see some information about the chip, you'll see some information about this, that, and then it just like it dies down. Then it slows down. Like at one point things will be moving real fast, and then they just slow back down. An example being the death of Soleimani, right? When he got assassinated, he got taken out. It seemed like the World War III was on accelerate, and then out of nowhere, it calmed down. All right, it started lingering because that's how it's been set to happen. But okay, is delaying, which is also a prophecy that the prophecies would do that. But it says, um, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So when everything is set, all right, and the Lord unleashes these prophecies, it's not going to delay anymore. It's going to be back to back to back to back to back. You know, like a blob of chaos, man. You look in one end, there's something going on there. One end, there's something else worse going on there. No sense of safety or peace anywhere. All right. Now, going back to Revelation 12 and 12. So, continuing, it says, "For the devil is come down onto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." If they get to the point where the military comes in and they start shooting down people, man, just forget you even had a constitution, because that's gone. All right, that's gone. They're gonna round people up. They're gonna patrol these streets. They're gonna shoot people down. Okay, and people gonna fight back. But I mean, look, man, it's gonna get very, very bloody and chaotic in these streets. Okay, even if this whole Minnesota situation calms down, the prophecy will still be fulfilled. Something will come about that is going to cause that. All right, read in Second Ezra the 15th chapter and the 16th chapter. All right, but yeah, man, you have a lot of these these news articles coming out. Okay, look at this, Minneapolis war zone. All right, rioters take over police station. They went to a police precinct and burned that down too. Oh man, they're not, but like I said, wait till the National Guard and the military come out, and then see what kind of energy, all right, is out there. All right, they even arrested CNN, the CNN crew apparently. All right, but yeah, man, this is what's happening. This is the news and prophecy. So we're just gonna keep on watching and see how the Lord takes this thing, man. All right. Anyway, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.